So let's check what we've done. The first thing I'm going to do is remove that line, and I'm going to put the print line back in here so that it prints out the coordinates here, and then the next item is going to appear on the next line down. I'm not going to do p.getX anymore because I now have a new method called toString. And that's it. That should give me my coordinates. So I should be able to see that the object that I've created is a set of coordinates which are 0, 0. So let me run that. Fingers crossed. And there we go. We have them all. In fact, we didn't even need to do the toString. As you notice with the print line P1, print line P2, it just printed them out as coordinates. So that is a really, really useful function to include in your objects. So when you create an object as a data type, it's really, really useful to have a toString function to show how it would be displayed. You can't necessarily use that unless you unpick it to get the data out. Why would you? Because we've got all of these functions anyway, or these methods to do that. So that is just a visual representation of the point. So let me just take that out. So now I've got just P, system out, print line, run that again, expecting the same result. There we go. So just to recap, I set a point and I didn't send any parameters. That set it to 0, 0. I had a point, I sent one parameter, that made the X and Y values the same. You might be asking yourself why we didn't do that with the blank one. That will become evident a little bit later on. You just have to trust me on that one. Then we had a point, which we had two different coordinates, 3 and 4, and that printed out there. So we're doing quite well. What I want to do is just add one or two more methods to my point to give it a little bit more functionality and more usefulness if we ever intend to extend it, which in this series of videos we will extend this point.